So the calm before the storm.
I'll see you in Liechtenstein.
Lawsuit, I think, is misguided. In fact, the United States is the only country on the planet that has suggested XRP as a security. The idea that XRP is a security, it has traded out there for 8 years. You know, it's kind of like, well, if it was a security, I guess we should have known that a long time ago.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of 24 Hours Crypto. Let's get right into today's video. Every single person that's holding XRP right now is holding the next Bitcoin.
Heard about Bitcoin. It's been in the news quite a bit lately. Ripple is really a second generation of the Bitcoin concept. And as many of you know, Bitcoin and Ripple are really two things. They are a new global currency, what we call a math-based currency. But maybe even as more importantly, they are global free payments networks to make payments much more efficient. So we look at the currency that we've created in Ripple really as more of an enabler of a new global payment system.
Individuals are going to come back and watch these videos 5 years from now, and they're going to wonder to themselves saying, how did we not see it? And they saw it. And you know, that question is always going to be left unanswered, because that is all set to the way you think and the way you envision where we're headed towards the next 5 to 10 years. And in today's episode, we are going to go over the fundamental valuation framework for crypto assets. I know every time I bring this up, your toes just curl up, okay?
Why are you gay?
But here's the thing, folks. This is just so outrageous to me, and it is so undervalued. And why, when I say $100 XRP is going to happen 100%, that is without a doubt. But anything higher, like even like a $500 XRP valuation, is very, very possible, very, very much possible even before 2030. Okay, this is the first time me saying that, but I always say $100 XRP by 2030. But anything over, it just, you can't stop it once these systems come on, okay? And right now, you could buy 2.5 XRP for only $5. Okay, it was $360. This is a blowout sale that's happening right now. And remember what we said in yesterday's episode. The markets, the charts aren't looking too handsome right now. And we're going to go over that in a moment. I'll tell you guys what I'm doing. But without further ado, let's get right into it. Reese Merrick, he is working at Ripple, and he's the Senior Executive Officer, Managing Director, Middle East and Africa at Ripple. And he just tweeted, and it caused a storm. Okay, almost 500,000 views, and he says, and then the dominoes started to fall. And we know exactly the way that Ripple has positioned itself. And once these dominoes start falling, you are not going to stop this train. Not even possible. And let's say a $10,000 investment right now into XRP. You buy it, you don't do anything, you lock it away, and you come back to it 5 years. If we even give it a $100 valuation, your $10,000 right now is $500,000 you're exiting out with, minus your capital, okay? And a $500 XRP at these levels, you're walking away with $2.5 million just for walking away, locking it away. And then from there on, you could do magic with this, okay? Even a $100 XRP, okay? A $100 XRP is something that, again, nobody needs to believe me right now. That's totally fine, but time will settle all arguments and, you know, arguments that would go back and forth. Even individuals that are holding a lot of XRP right now, you know, $30, $50, $60, those are all going to be very, very closer than you guys actually think, okay? Once in a lifetime opportunity, and they told you this. The most intelligent individuals, okay, Robert Michnick, Susan Atley. Susan Atley is, you know, a professor at Stanford University. Robert Michnick looking over digital assets at BlackRock, okay? And they told you, okay, this is so important. I know many of you guys may overlook this, but understand the importance of this paper. Despite the massive price appreciation in the asset class over the past year, they're talking about the 2017 and early 2018 bubble. Those who believe that blockchain technology and crypto assets are destined to become a powerful force for innovation in the global economy may yet find that there remain opportunities to generate outsized returns by correctly predicting the long-term winners with this asset class. And I want to play this clip that I know is going to be just monumental looking back at it 5 years. Remember our level playing field videos, right? Look where we are now in 2025. That's all it is. It's incredible. But this video is going to age real well too.
I think what's really important is that any digital asset to be valuable has to be serving an actual use case. It can't just be speculation. That's the way you see it. It's a long-term play, has to have value. Can't just be a store of value for store of value's sake.
You know, it doesn't change it a lot. You know, we take a long-term view and always have taken that long-term view. And so
that's the way you see it. It's a long-term play.
You know, I really actually genuinely do take a long view. And if we take that long view, I'm very optimistic, and we execute well, and others in the XRPL ecosystem.
They said it, that there remains opportunities to generate outsized returns by correctly predicting the long-term winners within this asset class, okay? And then when they said Bitcoin is going to go to $93,000, they were giving their success case a 30% probability, okay? And now we reached $127,000 in 2025 and not even close to 2030, and they're predicting for a $32 XRP on one of the most discouraging ways when you look at it from 2025, because they missed out on so many use cases, okay? And when we even go to the snapshots, understand this, okay? Many of you guys, you know, may not remember this, but remember, it was just Bitcoin and XRP for top two for a very long time, okay? We're going to go through some historical snapshots right now from 28th of December of 2014, Bitcoin and XRP. We're going to go to the next week, January 4th, 2015, Bitcoin and XRP. We're going to go to January 11th week, Bitcoin and XRP. We're going to go to January 18th week, Bitcoin and XRP. We're going to go to January 25th, 2015, Bitcoin and XRP. Let's jump down to February 2015, Bitcoin and XRP. May, okay, Bitcoin and XRP. July, Bitcoin and XRP. You know where I'm going with this, right? August 9th, Ethereum comes, okay? Ethereum is here at 70 cents. And remember where we are in 2025 and what Ripple has built and what XRP is designed to do within the infrastructure that they have built. And when you look at the value of Bitcoin, it's at $265, and currently it is at $87,000 from absolutely no reason. It solves zero, it doesn't solve anything. It's not used at scale for any sorts of problems within the financial ecosystem. Ethereum, and remember when Bitcoin was out, this was to go against the bankers. And then now they're saying, oh yeah, buy our Bitcoin for your ETFs. We want the bankers. We want the bankers. And they laughed at XRP because XRP wanted to work with bankers since day one. Do you see how the tables have turned? Bunch of freaking, like, it's just so annoying. I own Bitcoin, but the whole saga, the whole narrative of Bitcoin, first it was to go against the bankers, and now you want to work with the bankers, right? It doesn't make sense. And same with Ethereum, 70 cents. 70 cents. Disguised wallets. These are facts if you're new to this channel. Okay, there's major early corruption within Ethereum Foundation. Okay, and that is 100% facts. But all this video is showing you that the asset that we hold, XRP, many of you guys may be getting tired, but maybe you're not, maybe you're not, you know, maybe it's not for you. Maybe you want to sell and you want to get out, but anybody that sells at these prices and does not accumulate is going to regret it very, very heavily for the rest of their lives, okay? I'm telling you, do not. I sold Doge when I had over 1 million Doge early before anything happened, okay? That missed out on free 6 figures, right? There's a lot of moves that I did that, looking back on, I wish I never did. So an asset like XRP, the amount of research that we have on this channel and the amount of certainty we have amongst a community, a group of individuals that understand this asset, you guys are all in good hands. That's all I could say. But keep your assets safe. Make sure you stay healthy so you could enjoy the wealth. Make sure you take advantage of this buy 2.5 XRP for only $5. These prices are not going to last. If the dip comes lower, buy entry limits, okay, entry limit orders for XRP. If it does dip to $1.50, if it does dip to $1.85, have your limit order set, because these are generational bottoms. And the move that's coming next is going to happen so fast. It's going to be just wow. We're going to be here. We're going to be documenting it. So let's see what we have to say when that happens. Okay, that's all I got to say. And right now, we have our XRP trade open, our BNB trade open. I'm looking to go in with size right now. But as you guys saw what happened yesterday, after we made our video, it started going up and then it came back down. As we said, these charts were looking not too good, okay? And right now, there isn't enough volume, in my opinion, to hold these markets up. And it looks like it's going to try to come back down again. So let's see. The next couple of hours is very crucial for this whole crypto ecosystem. Going into the weekend, it is a very, very important outlook right now. So let's see how the weekend is going to go. The next 48 hours is going to set the tone of how this weekend is going to look like. But a reversal, and again, remember how you guys know the manipulation in this market. So there's nothing that we could do in regards to these. But don't over leverage. Take advantage of the deposit bonus for 2bit and Bitunix. The links are in the description down below. There's an exclusive event going on right now with massive XRP rewards. Okay, take a read of the description on how to enter and your trading volumes that is required in order for you to win the largest prize of 2,500 XRP here if your trading volume surpasses their threshold. And take advantage of the deposit bonuses. Deposit $800, you get an $80 trial fund. If you deposit $2,000, you get a $200 trial fund. Any profits you make with the $200 trial fund, you take that home. And you don't even need to touch your $200 USDT if you do not feel comfortable with doing so. Okay, take advantage of their demo trading as well for 2bit. If you go under their account and go to demo trading, it will give you trial funds, okay, that you can't profit. But if you do deposit the $2,000 or the $10,000 and you get the $1,000 trial fund, those profits you do get to withdraw and take home. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. But remember, it's been always XRP and Bitcoin for the longest time. And then XRP got attacked, 100%. It's a known fact. And now we are about to see history completely demolish this crypto ecosystem, XRP's history. The first utility asset that is going to overtake Bitcoin. Utility market cap is limitless. Market cap does not exist for XRP. I cannot wait. So with that being said, if you're down, do not be down. Okay, stop it. If you feel upset, if you feel down because of the markets are in the green, please do not. Get your head out of the gutter. You're going to be happy in a couple of weeks when the markets are in the green. What are you going to do when XRP is at 10? What are you going to do when XRP is at $20? Right now, just know you're going into your day-to-day activity knowing you're not going to be there for a very long time. Okay? Every day is a blessing. I've said this before. Take advantage of the days you're in the office, having coworkers, having communications. Just remember also, when I tell you there's barely nobody that owns the amount of XRP, everybody that works right now, when you go into the office, just take into consideration that everybody around you and ask yourself, do they hold XRP or do they hold crypto in general? And majority of the times, the answer is no. You're probably the only person walking on your floor or walking on your department with crypto assets. Okay, understand that. When you want to see how, little people hold crypto, and a lot of people like to say they hold crypto and they hold like $2,000, $1,500 worth of crypto. Okay, folks, reality. You got to go in with size right now. That is just reality, okay? So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and we'll be back with another video.
They told us dream small, but we had the stars in mind. While they chased hype, we studied time. In the noise we found the signal. Brad knew just what to do. Now XRP hums like jazz, running smooth and true. Money's changing, systems bend, ripple flow into the end. Truth is quiet, bold and deep. We salute the ones who lose no sleep. Salute to the minds that built this chain. Salute, salute through the trials, through the pain. Salute, salute to the calm, to the wise. Salute 100 in our eyes. Bitcoin maxis yellow. stage, stuck in loops they call belief, while XRPL just clears the way. No delay, no grief. They hoard coins like dusty gold, but we got utility in every fold. The future ain't loud, it's steady breathing. Real ones know what's worth believing. It ain't hype, it's code and soul. We salute the ones who see the whole. Salute to the builders, to the flow. Salute, salute, where the real ones choose to go. Salute, salute, to the heart, to the plan. Salute, XRP will lead the land. Value don't lie, and truth don't shake. Let the whole world break, we remake. Strategic reserve, written in stars. XRP gonna take us far. So here's to the signal, clear and bright. To the dreamers who held on tight. No matter the storm, no matter the fight. Salute, we rise with the light.
We started building RippleNet with the thesis that crypto liquidity would eventually be able to support robust global payments, large payments. RippleNet was designed so that customers seeing the benefits of our fiat-based network could flip the switch to ODL once the market was mature enough. And this is exactly what's happening. Flip the switch. I think what we're building has, it's solving a real problem. And I think all of the tokens, my advice to anybody would be, understand the utility. If there's real utility and there's real value being delivered to a real customer, there will be value in the token.